All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've got something to talk about today. And it's not a topic that I'm actually very happy to discuss at all. It is the ZZZ community, and Iyo in particular, being a bunch of just f***ing weirdos. I'm gonna be real with you over here. Iyo has uploaded a video talking about how these simple mistakes are stopping your growth in Zenless Zone 0, and decided to take gameplay from a past VOD of mine. This was uploaded a day ago. He decided to take gameplay from a VOD that I had about 6 days ago, talking about all the things that I'm doing wrong when it comes to playing my Hugo team, and how you can just do all of these things better. And believe me when I say, at a baseline, I don't think it would have been that awful of a thing if this was a different community, if it wasn't ZZZ and it wasn't filled with, I'm just gonna be honest here, retarded elitists. But let's just go ahead and see what the comment section is looking like on this video. Let's just read this comment real fast. As I said near the end of the video, anyone can learn this game. It's not hard to learn this game. This is obviously if you want to learn, implying that I don't want to learn, but pretending that it's the game's fault you personally aren't reading, paying attention, or giving a fuck is disingenuous. So let's keep this in mind. The purpose of Iyo in this video is to paint me as disingenuous. The fact that Saint still thinks that the problem is HP inflation and not his own shit gameplay shows how delusional he is. Saint gameplay, Lamau, Skull. I think Saint is still not satisfied on complaining about HP inflation. Oh no, I think we're done talking about HP inflation. All we're gonna talk about today is how absolutely fucking disgusting this community is. Proceeds to both use skill and ult while the enemy is unstunned. Wait, this guy sucks. Ugh. Bro, Saint has to be rage baiting. He used ult out of stun. And so this is the thing, right? Iyo decided to critically analyze my gameplay on Shiyu defense, right? From my stream. We just showed where he got the VOD from, right? Let's listen to a little bit about what he has to say. None of this is pre-watched, by the way. Oh, even YouTube knows this video is shit and won't let it load.
Like what I'm pointing out. So the match starts. Days is already built up by like 43, right? Which is good. Good. Right here, there's a parry. Boom. Parry happens. Awesome. Should not have parried into Hugo, but it is what it is. I don't really know the set happening here. If the set isn't Hormone Punk, then it probably doesn't matter, right? But if it's Hormone Punk, then you've just wasted your buff.
By the way, he downloaded this. He downloaded the VOD as well, because I didn't upload this on YouTube. There was no YouTube video of this. How do you use this guy's meter?
I'm not gonna fault him for that exactly, but you do need to know that. You need to know that.
Listen to what I'm saying. How do you use this guy's meter?
The stun's almost here though, which is great. Here's what I would not have done in this moment.
He is hyper analyzing, backseating my gameplay, and you can listen from the comments that I'm saying in this video. This is the first time I have ever used Lighter or Hugo. The stream that Iyo is taking this gameplay from, you can see it right here. I literally pull Hugo and Lighter on the very same day. Both of these units are completely new on my account. I have never used them before. I literally spend an hour on stream just grinding to build them, because I've never used them before. And what this guy decided to do was hyper analyze my gameplay, poke all of these fucking holes in it, knowing that this is the first time I've ever used 2 out of 3 units on my team. Are you serious? Is this real? This is the type of content that we're going to do. We're basically just going to farm hate against my gameplay. Get your comments section to start talking shit about my lack of understanding of the game's mechanics and how the kit works, when I literally pulled the units on record. I pulled the units less than 2 hours ago. And this is what we decided we wanted to VOD review. This is the type of stuff that we decided we wanted to backseat. Somebody who pulled the fucking units 2 hours ago. Is this real? Using 2 EXs and ult with Hugo in one setting is diabolical work. He doesn't deserve to be endgame. If you even use the character's kit properly, this is somehow worse than charge attack Hugo. This is the type of absolute fucking idiosity, enviosity, fuck it, that you're farming in your comment section, Iyo. This is something that you're deciding you wanted to undertake, and I'm gonna be entirely honest here. This is some of the most pathetic shit I've ever seen. Saint can't even understand the basic mechanics, and he has the audacity to complain about HP inflation. This is what skill issues look like in their natural habitat. Yeah, I pulled the unit 2 fucking hours ago, And this is literally my first time ever using the two of them together. And because Iyo decided to go ahead, hyperanalyze this gameplay, give unsolicited fucking advice that nobody fucking asked for, this is what his comment section is looking like. Like, seriously? This is what you decided you wanted to farm. A 20-minute segment from my stream. Let's see how long I play Shiyu defense. I'm still farming. A 10-minute segment from my stream where I play Shiyu defense for the first time with the 2 units. And you decided you wanted to hyperanalyze that. And you want to know the best part? Iyo actually intentionally decides not to show gameplay of me playing a team that I actually know how to use. You want to know what the gameplay looks like for a team that I actually know how to use? I'll show you right here. Check this out. This is my gameplay of me using my Miyabi team that I actually know how to use. Let's just see what happens after this.
Victory, the only option.
This team is nuts, bro.
You asked for it. Restore order.
Bro's not even moving. Just so you know, these bosses actually have a second and third phase where they become invulnerable for like 10 seconds. And you'll realize that shit didn't actually trigger a single time. This team is nuts.
No forgiveness.
They didn't even get to do their phase. You want to see how fast I end up clearing that side? Move. That side is done in a minute and 3 seconds. I take 2 minutes on the other side. I literally have 2 minutes left to get an S. Iyo decided to leave out this part of the clear where I go ahead and I play like a freak and I like skip the mechanics. And I get a 3-minute clear, and bro just decides to hyperfixate on this part where I'm playing the characters for the very first time ever. And then talk about all the awful things that I'm doing. Look at this guy playing like trash over here. You need to learn from this guy about what not to do. He's playing like an absolute idiot. Here's what a good run looks like. This is what you're supposed to do if you're actually good at the game. And we decide to take footage again. Less than 2 hours after I pulled the units. Iyo, I'm going to be entirely honest with you. Are you this butthurt about your game inflating HP by 58% in 3 patches? Are you this butthurt about the HP in version 2.0 being 150% of what it was in 1.0? Are you this butthurt about somebody talking about how you're being an absolute fucking elitist and trying to gatekeep endgame from other people when you are on the record saying, if you're going to play casually, don't step onto this side of the court. If you're going to play casually, don't play Shiyu defense. You don't deserve to play Shiyu defense. You don't deserve to get the rewards. You should get fucked because you're not willing to grind like me. I'm the only motherfucker that deserves praise because I'm good at the game. I'm the only motherfucker that deserves praise in the ZZZ community, in the Shiyu defense community, because I'm good at the game, because I grind my rotations, because I'm a backseat, a VOD of somebody playing a unit for the first time and hyperanalyze it and talk about why they're not playing well, knowing it's the first time they ever pulled the unit, and they literally pulled the unit less than 2 fucking hours ago. And I'm going to intentionally not show that they got a 3-minute clear, that they got a 1 minute on their Miyabi side. I'm intentionally not going to show them actually playing the game well because I want to paint them as an absolute casual. I want to make sure my community actually points out the skill issue they have. I want my community to make fun of them. I'm going to lie through omission and intentionally frame them as somebody that doesn't know anything about this game so that I can bag on them, continue to incite my community to talk shit, and discredit them, even though they actually do know how to play the game. But as I decided to fucking spawn camp their fucking VOD like a vulture to pick out bits and pieces that I can use to discredit them. Seriously? Really? That's what you want to do? Oh boy, oh fucking boy. I see why there are so many comments about me on ZZZ talking about how I can't play Hugo. Talking about, oh, this guy's clearly retarded. He used the skill and ultimate of Hugo outside of the stun window. Yeah, because it's my first fucking time using the character. But I guess you're framing it in a way where apparently I read their entire kit, I took them into the training mode, and I'm still making retarded mistakes like that. Because that's the narrative that people are spreading right now. That I read the kits, but then still don't know how to play the fucking units because you decided to hyper-analyze a failed clear because I did not know literally how to play the units because it was my first time ever using Lighter or Hugo in this fucking game. Seriously? This is what we want to do to prove your point? Pretending that it's the game's fault you personally aren't reading, paying attention, or giving a fuck is disingenuous. We decided to VOD review the first time I ever used a unit, so you can paint me as disingenuous. That's why we're making an entire dedicated fucking video about you, Iyo. Because the only person that looks disingenuous in this entire conversation is you and your dog shit elitist community. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, what the fuck? Seriously? I think you've lost all credibility in the fucking space after this one. Imagine knowing all of the context behind that clear and still deciding to make this fucking video, frame that fucking argument, and then write this fucking comment. Holy shit. This is some of the most pathetic shit I've ever seen. Let me know what you all think. Peace.